Did you know more people die from coconuts falling than shark attacks every year? So what does coconuts have to do with anything? What does coconuts and calling have to do with one another? Well, for me, coconuts are what God is using to define the next chapter in my life. Moving from the US to the Philippines may sound like paradise to some, but what is paradise if the local people can't even afford food? Let me tell you how this all got started. The idea of moving to the Philippines just didn't happen overnight. It was God taking me on a journey that led me here. I kickstarted my hustle game at 14 years old, scrubbing cars at an auto repair shop and rolling dough at my aunt's donut shop. Man, those were the days that laid the groundwork for my crazy work ethic. Fast forward to when I was 18, and with a bit of parental support, I jumped headfirst into entrepreneurship. Guess what? I snagged a donut shop because why not? Keep it 100, I'm Cambodian, right? After turning the shop into a success, I ditched the grueling 7 days a week, 14-hour day workdays for a new career. Lessons learned: work hard, quality beats competition, and trust your gut as a young entrepreneur. Later on, a newspaper ad led me to real estate. Flexible hours, big money, and a license under 6 months signed me up. But reality check, my first year was a roller coaster of 16-hour workdays and financial flops. Everything changed when I crossed paths with a seasoned mentor, a top dog in our sales scene. He fostered a mentorship that extended beyond real estate discussions, engaging in activities like playing Call of Duty, sharing invaluable business insights, and his faith in Jesus. I said, "Thanks for the tips, but religion isn't really my thing." But life took a turn when I began to realize it was faith and not religion. It hit me hard. And let's just say the rest is history. Success at a young age got me itching for more, leading me to nonprofits like Kingdom Causes. Turned out, I sucked asking for money. So I bounced back to real estate and dabbled in high fashion startups where I learned about international manufacturing. In the midst of that came June Cashmere, a social enterprise supporting local herders with top-notch cashmere. And no, this is not a sponsorship, I just respect all the work they do. On one of our family trips to the Philippines, I had an aha moment. There's so much untapped potential here. So many assets and resources, but why is there such a disconnect? Then I just went down that rabbit hole. How did the Philippines go from being the world's top exporter for coconuts to having their coconut farmers remain among the poorest? After learning that a lot of the coconut farmers weren't making a decent income because no one was buying, I thought, hey, even I just sold these coconuts for them in a way that was ethical and fair, it would create a livelihood for them. That took me in the direction of really seeing coconuts as a way to create a social enterprise to change and make an impact on the community. Back to my reality. In the real estate world, we added a construction arm, invested in properties, and things were all great until I started to feel more unsatisfied. My wife, Cheryl, noticed and encouraged me to dig deeper. Comfort wasn't enough. There was something more. And as wives usually are, she was right. With God's guidance and my wife's support, we decided to go all in. Did I ever imagine leaving my real estate career for almost 20 years to go into an industry where I have zero experience? Not at all. But you know the saying, never say never, because God has other plans for me. So here I am, a Cambodian American guy who just moved his family to the Philippines, someone who grew a passion for coconuts, someone who is eager to find out how to utilize coconuts as a driving force to make a difference. How can I apply the skills that I've gained throughout the years to help others? The biggest thing is being faithful and trusting my gut and what God has uniquely put on my heart, even when sometimes it doesn't make any sense. As I keep working with folks in the industry, I'm finding there's great opportunities.
But connecting with the farmers is tough. Different language, different culture, and there's times when I feel like I'm on my own. Moving from the States to the islands, the concept sounds appealing and everything, but many before me checked out the coconuts industry and never came back. And maybe for good reason, the doubts started kicking in. Why am I still here? In my conversations with God, I asked him, I did what you told me, I moved to the Philippines, but am I biting off more than I can chew? What do I need to give up? What will be my reward? The challenging part was that God simply encouraged me to keep moving forward, one step at a time, without revealing the full extent of what I can expect to receive in the end. And God said, it's not about asking for more, you've already got it. I've sorted it all out for you. I've died on the cross. What else do you really need from me? God also said, but I will bless you and your heart's desire if you just trust that the next step is what I am asking. God still said, stay faithful. I'm leading you somewhere, but you can't go there on your own. And that is the journey, the pursuit of something more than just coconuts. Pursuit of Coconuts is a social enterprise that's on the pursuit for the people, for the planet, and for the prosperity. People matter most. To help low-income farmers, to help the communities, to help the people gain confidence, gain new jobs, gain a way of living in an honest way of doing it. The planet, because I also believe that there are enough people around the world that believe in the same thing, that realize that we only have one world, and this world has to go on for the next generation and for the future of our kids, for our kids and kids' generations to come. In prosperity, by working and collaborating with farmers and partners, together we aim to build a robust and fair trade supply chain that benefits everyone involved. The idea and plan was just to document everything, record it, and share it with the world because it would become relevant to them on how God is working through my life. This is not just a mystical set of plans that just happened. God has called me step by step, from my donut shop days to my real estate days to now. I'm acting in it physically, mentally, and all types of ways in my spiritual journey. And I felt God telling me, just leave this open and be transparent so that people can see. Let Him do the work on the other end. Let God do it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. I got a GoPro and started recording. Sometimes I would take my son out with me and we'd just go out and about, not knowing what we were doing exactly. We didn't know the language. We were pretty much just winging it at that point. But soon enough, all in God's timing, we've crossed paths with Sir Von Rex, aka Bonyek. A man of many names, but also a man with a great heart. Pretty much my local Philippine quote-unquote Sherpa. The one who takes me on adventures and tries different foods and helps me get to know the culture and the traditions. Even though we look similar, we are very different. But we balance each other out. Every day is a learning experience on both ends. The people and the connections that I have been encountering so far, I can't even fathom how things are coming together on their own time, and that is just a testament that is bigger and beyond me. It's been a challenge adapting to new cultures without my usual comforts and friends, but in the process, I'm letting go of my old self and embracing a stronger, more determined version with renewed hope. It's amazing what God has done through a little bit of discipline and faith and taking the next step, and believing that God is the director of the story. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world to us. And if you enjoyed this episode and want to be a part of the positive change, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, and share this video with your family and friends. For more adventures in making a real impact and more farm updates, stay tuned. They're coming to you soon. Until next time, catch you on the pursuit of coconuts.